We're back with our 9 News medical expert, Dr. Kohli, to talk about another TikTok trend. We love our TikTok trends here at 9 News at 3. This one is fiber maxing. So, Dr. Kohli, what say you? What is this?
Yeah, usually I'm a Debbie Downer on TikTok trends, but I'm going to give it 2 thumbs up to this one.
Wow.
So, fiber maxing is adding fiber to your diet. So every single meal that you have, you want to make sure you enrich the fiber. And it's a bunch of TikTok influencers showing us how to do that, but with very specific instructions as to what they're adding to their breakfast, lunch, dinner. Mostly colors, colorful fruits and vegetables. It can be nuts and berries and seeds and whole grains. And this is a way to add more fiber to our diet.
Ooh, so how much fiber should just the average American get? And then are we even close to meeting that goal?
So we should be getting...
We're not.
No, 90% of women don't meet their fiber goal, 97% of men in America.
Wow.
And so we should be getting as women about 25 grams of fiber, men about 35. And as we get older, that can change a little bit. But we're just not getting it. We're getting more like 15 to 18, so about half as much as what we should be getting. And a lot of it has to do with the way that we're eating and what we're eating. Because if you think about how our food has evolved over the last several decades, it's changed quite substantially. We eat from packages and from wraps and from processed things. We don't eat real food as much anymore. And that's one of the reasons that, combined with the busy lifestyle, you don't really think mindfully about what fiber you're getting in your diet. You end up just not getting enough.
I knew I was not getting enough fiber in my diet when I couldn't go to the bathroom as frequently and often as I would like to.
That's
Sorry
real.
for the TMI.
That's real talk.
Right? Isn't that a sign?
That's a very good sign. So if you're having irregular bowel movements, you're constipated, you're not going pretty much every day, which what most of us should be doing, that could be a sign that you're not getting enough fiber. Now, some people won't have any signs at all that they're not getting fiber. They just have higher risk of heart disease. But believe it or not, weight gain or inability to lose weight is also a sign that you're not getting enough fiber, because how much fiber you get regulates not just your appetite, but also how your body holds on to weight.
So what are the different types of fiber, and what does fiber actually do? What are the benefits?
So there's 2 types. There's soluble and insoluble fiber. We really need both of those, and the benefits are kind of varied. I mean, you have your digestive health, which is obviously it works in the gut. You have heart health, because it can actually reduce your cholesterol. It can reduce your risk of heart attacks and strokes. It can regulate your blood sugar, regulate your weight. It can help with so many different things. So fiber is really, really important to well-being, but there are 2 types, and you want to make sure you try to get both types. So there's the insoluble fiber. That's the one that doesn't dissolve in food. That stays in our gut. And the longer it stays in our gut, the more it ferments, and it can change the way that our gut is healing itself, essentially. And then you have the soluble fiber, which has all the health benefits that we just discussed. But it's not just the types of fiber, it's the viscosity of the fiber that matters too. So a lot of times people will go and buy fiber pills or buy fiber supplements. That's processed fiber. It's not quite as healthy as the natural fiber, because the viscosity of the fiber determines how fast it moves through your gut. And essentially what we want, ladies, and again, this might be a little bit graphic, but we don't want our stool sitting in our colon too long, because when it sits there, it creates toxins and it creates cancer. And we know that colon cancer, is increased in people who don't consume enough fiber. So you want that stool to make its way through as quickly as possible.
But I know so many people who do rely on, you mentioned the supplements, right? The Benefiber and the Metamucil and all of that stuff. So you're saying that's not a good option.
I'm saying you should have natural sources of fiber. Now, if for some reason, whatever reason, dietary restrictions, food allergies, like some of my family has, you can't get that, then you may want to reach for the supplements, because you do need that fiber. But in general, you can make the mistake of taking too much fiber or taking the wrong types of fiber. So if you start to get to 40 or 50 grams of fiber, that's too much. And it can actually have the opposite effect of what you're trying to treat, which is that it can sit in your gut because it's not pulling enough water, especially if you don't drink water, cause fermentation, which can cause gas, which can cause constipation. It can even affect the way your body absorbs nutrients and medications, because there's just too much fiber in your gut.
I feel like we're not talking about this enough. It seems so simple, yet not everybody's following it. If you said 97%, so really good information.
Well, so I want you ladies to track your fiber.
All right.
And report back to me whether you're getting enough fiber, and then how you're going to augment. And when you augment, you increase your fiber by 5% a week. If you go too much too far in, you will feel sick, and you drink 8 to 10 glasses of water with that.
Are we going to do this?
No, I want to do this.
I do
We're out of
too.
time, but real quick, 5 top foods that have the most fiber.
Yes.
So berries, nuts, seeds, leafy greens, and whole grains.
Oh, I could eat that.
Sounds
You eat
like
that
my
all the
diet.
time.
That's me.
Yeah, you're a little vegan over here. Okay, we got this, Dr. Kohli. We shall report back.
Thank you,
Thank
ladies.
you.
Thank you.